Yes! What's good, warriors? Hope everyone's well, happy, healthy, and a top start to the new year. And what I want to talk about today, this time of year can be a slower time. Okay, we can start to slow down and come back and start going into a reflective stage of our life as we are meant to in winter. Yeah. Now, this video, what I want to talk about was depression, okay? Now, depression is very common out there, and there's different ways and different stages of depression. Now, I've been through a stage of depression in my life, and I am so thankful for that stage in my life because it was a beautiful, beautiful time, because it allowed me to stop in my life, look around at which direction I was going in, and times in my life I've always been strong-minded. I can do it, mind over matter, boom, 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 very forward, very young, very let's get it done, let's smash it, go out, go gym, boom, 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 burning a candle at both ends. But then what happens is your soul and your mind and your body will have a conversation between them to say, right, enough is enough. If you're not going to stop in this life and you're not going to surrender, we will surrender for you and slow you down. Yeah, and slow you down to come back into that reflective state to say, oh yeah, I'm only human, I am superhuman. We're all superhuman. We're all multi-dimensional beings having a human experience, but we need to learn to rest. So if you look at the word depressed, our body is in a deep resting state, So it's about time managing. It's about knowing when to press pause in our life, and if we're doing a lot of work and we're trying to get things done, it's about that 5 or 10 minutes breaks, even if it's just stopping, having a brew, going for a little walk. If you're inside, getting out for a minute and just going on a little mooch and then coming back fresh-headed, rejuvenated, ready to go into the next stage of work. So it's knowing when to press pause, otherwise our mind and our body will press pause for us. Yeah. Now, it's about coming from here, okay, because this can get very frantic. The mind is a menace, so we'll see both sides of the same coin, okay, boom, 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 analysing everything all the time. When we come back down into our body, because really it's just all one thing, the mind and the body are just one thing. When we come back down into our body, into our feelings, okay, and start to analyse our body to how we're feeling, all the answers are already here. We just need to feel and stop being so frantic, okay, to the outside world. Now, another way to overcome depression is just admitting where you're at. Yeah, just admitting where you're at, just saying, whoa, like, at this time on the planet now, as the consciousness raises and the energy raises on the planet, people are feeling out of sort, people are feeling different, because it's making them come back into their selves and question, what am I actually doing here, like, what am I manifesting on this earth? It feels like there is a bigger plan being orchestrated from within inside of me, and yes, there is that feeling you're getting is so true, and follow that feeling. Okay, so when we come to this stage of depression, now it's admitting where we're at. It's admitting where we're at. If you've got people that are in the workplace or people around you, and you can see it within them, you can see them feeling a bit down or just not themselves, this can be going through awakening stages as well in their life, but we can go into that a little bit later. Just go up to them, and just say, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need someone to speak to? I'm here for you. Just putting that bridge across to say, look, people in this life still do care. There are still good people in this world that care about you, and you are loved beyond measure. Okay, just giving them that bridge to say, look, come across. And if you are feeling a bit down, true strength is admitting where you're at in life, you know, just saying, yeah, do you know what, I'm not feeling myself at a minute, but I can't put my finger on it. You know, these are the different stages that you can go in, but the more we voice it and the more we say, yeah, something's going on, then that starts to bring healing, okay? Because anything that's within the kingdom that we truth and we voice out and we express, okay, brings this energy forth and out. It don't build up like that volcano, okay? We start to express it and we start to bring it out. Don't feel guilty, don't feel ashamed, okay? We're gonna get through, we're gonna do this and get through this, and there's more life, more joy and more love to experience on this planet. Now, another stage of another thing that can cause depression is depression is suppression, okay? Suppressing our emotion down, again, suppressing things. I've done in my life, trying to act tough all the time, boom, 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 yeah, going about life. And then sometimes I'm just like feeling down and what's feeling up, but I'm just getting up and boom, I'm battling with it. And you know, if we'd go out on the weekend and then I'd get up on Monday, oh, I've drank loads, I've intoxicated my body loads, I need to get to the gym, and then I'll smash it all the way to Friday, and then Friday I'm going again. So my body was never getting a rest, okay, but it was that yang forward, boom, not going back into that yin. Now, I remember I used to think years ago, I don't know how people feel down. Even when I used to get home on a Monday, I was still buzzing from the weekend. I thought, I don't know how people feel down, okay, but then to come into your purpose, I feel, on this planet is you need to experience a certain amount of pain, okay? Because when you experience a certain amount of pain and come into a place, and it got me, and it felt like lead when I was going through the awakening and I couldn't even speak. And I remember I used to get my phone out to text people, and my phone used to shake like that because I didn't even know what text message to write, because I didn't know what was up with me, okay? So it was a very confusing time, but a beautiful time, because it's saying, look, this is the pain that people can be going through inside, and it was showing me the world and how other people can be around you. So people aren't just like, yeah, just get up, man, just get on with it, you know. Then when you've been through it, like, you want to heal and love as many people as you can. You know, people don't need help, you know, people just need love. Sometimes people just need someone to be there for them. Sometimes people just need a hug. Some people just need a friend. Some people just need you to be there and to be like, if you want to go for a walk, if you want to brew, if you want to come round and chat and just be there and just be that love, okay? And with expressing emotion, sometimes we are going to get angry. Sometimes, you know, we might want to sit down and we might want to write stories, and another good thing to do is label each emotion each day. Now, if you keep a diary, get a diary out in the morning to say how you're feeling today, what I'm going to do today, what I'm going to do to better myself. So you start to write all these healthy habits down, and then by the end of the day, analyze everything, analyze and start to label your emotions, because what depression is a chemical imbalance within the body, okay? And your brain isn't releasing the correct amount of chemicals, okay? So it's bringing them chemicals back into balance through strategies, healthy strategies. And I can help you do that, okay? I can help you do that because I've been through this and I've brought so many people out of these places, and it's just so beautiful to see someone just come and be in such a frantic state at first, but then when you start to speak to them and analyse, they're not just, what happens is we attach to one place, like it must just be this, or it's just that, or bump, and we start attaching. But when we start to detach and let go into this circle to things are just happening, and this is just a stage of the roller coaster in my life, we can start to take control of this roller coaster, okay? Which way do you want to go? Okay, life isn't in control of you. We are in control of life. We don't have a life. We are life. It's self, okay? Manifesting, creating, loving, okay? We are coming from that reactional state, from reacting to the world, into a creative state, okay? Knowing, oh yeah, I have the power to do this. Now, another thing is, and what's a great ingredient for depression and how to deal with depression, is tryptophan. Now, tryptophan is one of the main ingredients within food that releases serotonin in the brain, and serotonin is that happy chemical, okay, that keeps your thoughts nice and up and positive and bouncing. And the more serotonin that we can get in our body, the better. Now, things that have serotonin are things like nuts, raw cow's milk, spirulina, wild salmon, seeds, bananas. Once we start to implement these into our diet, okay, and we start to make a plan on paper each day to what we're going to eat, what times we're going to eat, you know, and start to manage our time for the day through our work and things like that, then we can start to get all these into our diet, and we start the cogs going again in our body and the serotonin, and poo poo, and we're off. Yeah. Now, another thing is exercise. Okay, so exercise is so important. Why? Because it gets the body moving. Okay, if you imagine the body is like treacle. Now, the less you use your body, the harder that treacle starts to become. Okay, you become harder and become like this. But the more we start to use and we warm that treacle up, okay, that treacle is flowing. Okay, we become like syrup. Boom, 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 boom. They're just flowing. Okay, now exercise might just be getting up in the morning and, you know, doing a few squats. You know, we're not trying to be pro athletes here. I'll come down to some of the fun fits with me Stride in Truth and make getting fit fun, being in a beautiful energy with beautiful people who just want to see you shine, grow and evolve and just be the best that you can be. You know, I can do some personal training sessions with you, some one-to-ones, and we can tailor a workout to your exact needs, whether, you know, you want to build muscle, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to be more flexible. You know, there is many different goals that we can work on to make you feel better, because at the end of the day, training is all about getting up in the morning and feeling good. Okay, it's about feeling good, not just about looking good for the outside appearance. Okay, yes, don't get me wrong, that is nice, but more importantly, it's about how we're feeling on the inside. So exercise, and getting exercise mixed with rest and good food and plenty of water is gonna be great for depression, and, you know, to get them cogs going, to get that treacle going with inside your body. Now, another very important thing, when we start to go into a negative thought pattern or these negative emotions, okay, then we're starting to go into the head here. How do we get back into the body? Get in. As soon as them thoughts come in, you start to go, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, you can make your body move. Never sit still, okay? Because this is what the mind will start to say. Get up, okay, and move about. Start to move or start to ride, because the energy in there needs to come out. So we need to go back in our body. Or even if you get down, okay, and start doing press-ups. Even if you can't do press-ups, get on your knees and do press-ups. And what will happen is that pain in your mind from them thoughts goes into your body, because once you go into your muscles, or you start, you know, boom, boom, doing squats, okay, and you do your maximum set, I guarantee them thoughts in your mind will go back into your body to where your muscle is certain at that time to be like, I can't do anymore, and but then that's releasing, okay, suddenly you're releasing these chemicals out of your body, okay, it's like these blockages in these circuits within your body, okay, and you're going to start moving it and using muscles, okay, boom, boom, boom. Or, you know, another great thing is boxing, and you know, pad work, and moving ourselves through pad work and boxing, yeah, because them thoughts, then you come into the present moment, into training. All you can think about is where that pad is, right, left, right, uppercut, boom, boom, boom. So you're learning that with coordination, okay, and that's sharpening the mind of the tools. Now, another very important thing is, well, not a lot of people do, or is very underestimated, is stretching. Now, stretching is so important. Why it's so important to stretch? Because if you imagine your muscle, each time you rip your muscle like that, okay, because your muscle fibers go together, so each time you rip them fibers, okay, then they heal back together like that. It's how your muscle grows, okay. But then also we need to stretch these fibers out. When we stretch before training, it will increase our performance by 15%. And you stretch at the beginning from 8 to 10 seconds, and you stretch at the end from 30 seconds to a minute. Now I can show you some yoga stretches, I can show you some stretches that are great for opening the hips, because in the hips here, this is where we keep a lot of our tension and a lot of stress, okay? Once we mobilize these hips, and I can put you in certain postures, I swear to God, the way you feel is magical. There's a yoga pose called, I think it's called the frog, where you put your feet behind you and they're out to the side, and it starts to open up these lower chakras up here. But then you're in it, and it starts, the pain, you can feel it like a nice pain. But then after it, you start to get these giggles when you're doing it. You start laughing because it's releasing all this emotion, this joy. And I swear to God, for the rest of the day, you just got this great feeling just coming up from your stomach up through your body. You're like, whoa, where's this come from? This is when we're releasing these chakras, okay? Because when we hold on to emotion, different chakras in our body can start to get energetic blocks, okay? We need to release these, and at this time, as we're awakening, and other energy sees the light coming out within us, what does the dark try and do? It tries to stick to the light. That's what it's attracted to, okay? So we need to keep this going. And what's the environments that we're being around, and what's the conversations that we're getting into, okay? Because we are always in control. So stretching is key, okay? And also it's knowing that we have the choice, okay? It's knowing that we have the choice. You know, when we can get into this depressive dense state, and we can get into the mind, and we can sit in our room, and we're just like, oh, you know, I just want this to go away. I remember I used to sit there, and I used to pray to God like that. I used to say, God, just please, just take this away from me. Like, I don't know what it is, I don't know what to do, but at that stage in my life, I was going down a path that I wasn't meant to go down, okay? And I kept going, and I kept going. Sorry, we're about to sneeze. And I kept going down this path and doing things, boom, 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 boom. So God just went, listen, right? It's time for you to sort your shit out. Here's your sword, here's your shield, and it's time to go. Get off that path, because this is where you're meant to be, is on this one, okay? And if you're not listening, like I've said, the soul is more, the soul is you. The soul is that, and this body and this plan is so intelligent, okay, to where you need to be in life, that depression will come as a time of reflection, and you need to reflect into yourself. And at that time, I thought, I don't have the choice. I've just got to sit in my room. I don't have the choice what I want to do. I've just got to sit here. And I kept watching motivational videos. Then I started to watch videos how to transform energy. Okay, and I can teach you how to transform energy from fear to love, because they're the two things we want on. Fear is a very sluggish vibration, okay, and love is, let's put it in there, and love is a very fast vibration, okay. Fear is very slow and sluggish. That's how I feel heavy, because our perception and our perspective of this world is in a fear-based state, so we're very sluggish. But then we need to change our perspective, okay. We start to know that we have the choice, okay. We can start to be more loving towards ourselves and start to be love in action, and have some real self-care and self-respect, and really start to empower ourselves into the things that we do, okay, and start to set goals and strategies. And I can do a life chart for you with different topics within our life, okay. Now we can have career goals, we can have relationship goals within family and friends, you can have financial goals, you know, how to save and manifest and create opportunities within our life. We can have health goals, we can have mind, body, home environment, spiritual goals, all these things, okay, I can set in a life chart and show you strategies and NLP, how to start to embody these ideas and these philosophies that we want to be into the body, and actually change the biochemistry of the body, because that's what everything's on, biochemistry. Now, knowing that we have the choice every day, we have the choice to what we want to put in our body. So we'll do a strategy around food, what foods we've got, what times we're going to eat. We also have the choice of exercise. What type of exercise do you want to do? What days? What times do you have free? What days do you have free? When are you gonna rest? Where are you gonna exercise? Okay, who would you like to exercise with? So we've always got these choices. We've got the choice to how much water that we want to drink and how much fluids we want to drink. Do we want to drink alcohol? Do we want to put toxins in our body? We have the choice. Okay, you have the choice what vitamins that we take in the morning, what vitamins are good for us. We have the choice which environments we want to put ourselves around, okay, what energies we want to be around. We have the choice if we want to go into new environments, to new groups, okay, which are good for our mental health. Now there is a meeting next Wednesday, okay. Now if you want to change this world and you feel like you're going through an awakening and you're feeling a bit like, you know, I need my soul family at the minute, feeling this calling, come next Wednesday to Larkhill at Temple at 7:30 and come and be in that energy. And I can imagine there is 50%, maybe more, that have been through these spiritual awakenings. You know what, probably every single one of us has been through some kind of spiritual awakening and shifting and been on that dip or that dark night of the soul to come back up. Okay, so there is so many people that you can relate to, have chats with, make friends, and start to make bonds into changing this world and changing these communities, you know, and that's what will bring that revitalizing. At the minute, people aren't getting sustenance. If you've been doing something for years, a pattern in your life for years, okay, you're just thinking, I'm not getting that fulfillment from it now, this isn't nourishing my soul, so you keep doing it. It's like each time in our lives we become this character sometimes, and we be this character, and it works for us for a while. Okay, we have this lifestyle pattern that works, but then that character kind of burns out. So we try a different character and we think, oh, I'll be this character and we'll go over here and do this for a bit. And you start that, and then that starts to burn out because these characters are who we are. Okay, when we come back into who we are, we're just constantly building and evolving, and we're on that love vibration. We're giving it back out to the planet and humanity, and we're trusting and being a service to this divine plan and to God. And that energy is an infinite energy resource, okay, that will nourish your soul so much each day. You'll just be getting up, boom, bouncing out of bed, what's going on, who am I going to meet today, where am I going to go, okay, but it's not going to be easy, okay, because life isn't set up to be easy, but at the end and the fulfillment and what we are working towards is mind-blowing, okay? It's going to blow your mind, but it's going to be such a magical ride. Now, going back to the video, because I start getting so excited when I speak about that stuff, that plan, this is who we are. I start getting so excited about that. Now, if you look at nature, this time of year, a lot of people go down into themselves. But look at nature, okay? Look at the trees, losing the leaves, going back into themselves, okay? And then if you chop a tree up and you look at it, all the rings that go around a tree in winter, because it stops growing, it comes back into a stage of self-reflection into that yin, into that female, into that patience, into that nurture, into that self-care, okay? And it starts to go within. So then, if we was up and running around frantic all the time, how would we know when to come back, analyze our life, and know which way to go? Okay, so this time is to come back and to start to plan. And then as spring and summer starts to come, we're coming back out more evolved, okay, more growth, knowing ourselves more awareness, more expansive, more goals, newer, bigger, fresher energy, okay, that's flooding in and flooding out here. Now, another thing is to help depression is when to be passive and when to be active, okay? Knowing when to speak, okay? Knowing when to be quiet and listen to the wisdom on actually process what people are saying or what's going on, or, you know, the situation that you're in. And then when to be when to come away from certain groups and certain people that you shouldn't be, because you're thinking that's not good for my health. Go back into your body and feel when you're going to make a decision. Okay, don't just make decisions from here. Yeah, don't just make decisions from here. Now, go back into the body, feel, Start to make these strategies. Put yourself on that love vibration. Open yourself up to a blessing. Open yourself up to learn things new every day. Open yourself up to new possibilities, new opportunities, and start to embody that person who you want to be, and start to be thankful and grateful for that person already. Just think, right, feel what it's like to be who you truly want to be and where you want to be and the things you want to have, and just start to think about that in your mind, okay? And then you're like, yeah, I've already got it. It's already here. Now that's just a process, okay, of getting to that place. And every day you're going into gratitude. Every time them thoughts come in, or you're feeling like it's going back into gratitude, okay? What have I got to be thankful for today? Okay, have I got running water? Have I got clothes on my back? Have I got a roof over my head? Have I got love in my life? If you've got them 4 things, you are richer than 95% of the planet. Okay, so it's all about perspective. Now, what I see a lot of people doing is they're trying to pad down that out of them. Okay, they're trying to make their social media look great. They're trying to buy all this nice stuff to put on their bodies, you know, to overfill them, to make them feel better. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to wear nice clothes. It's nice to wear colours and express yourselves and, you know, dress up and be the best that you can be, and fashion and all that good stuff. I am all down for that, okay? Now, but don't try and pad that out of you. I see this mostly online. Now, people put these perfect pictures up, these perfect profiles, and it's like they're trying to paint this perfect lifestyle, but deep down inside of them, that's not really them, okay? But this is about facing that fear, that insecurity of trying to be who you think people want you to be than to being who you are. Okay, because that's your mind and your body having that conversation, because they're saying that you're not being authentic to you. So this is why the chemicals are moving around in your body, because you're not being the authentic you. It's giving you a chance to come back, to be heavy, to sit, to think, and be like, oh yeah, why have I been doing that? And acting like that, or going that place, or being this person, or, you know, it might even be the workplace or things that you're going to, and you might think, you know what, I need to make some big changes in my life. And it's about being brave and having the courage to just go, yeah, I'm going to trust in that, and I'm going to take that leap of faith because I feel in my heart and my gut that's what I need to do. Okay, so it's about coming, not padding that out of us down. Okay, padding it all out. Look, I'm okay, I'm all right. But really, inside, you're hurting. Really, inside, you need a hug. Really, inside, you want someone to just go, yeah, mate, you all right? Like, come round for a brew, let's go on a walk. You just want that affection, that love, okay? And that's the power of hugging people. This is why I love going around hugging people. When we're at our events and we're like, bam, can everyone just give everyone a hug in the room? Because that is the form of communication, the best form. And that's what releases so much happy hormones within the body. Now, nurture in the inner us and the self-care is making strategies, you know, making sure you're getting out, getting enough nature within inside of you. I swear to God, take your feet off, put your feet on the ground and connect back to the earth. And that is like, that will just, that's like connecting back to your mother. Yeah, that's why, you noticed in plugs, so I've got an earth wire in the plug socket, because that's the truth of the circuit that goes round. So when you are feeling a bit like this, even if it is cold, whip your socks off, whip your shoes off, excuse me, and go outside, place the soles of the feet on the ground, and let it just draw any energy out of you, draw things out of that you don't need, getting into these healthy habits, you know, of watching positive things, being around positive people, you know, being around people and things that are good for your mental health. And if you've not got no one and you like someone, message me anytime and I can send you things, meet up, go for walks, take you to different groups, and I can set all these strategies in place. It's just already there. It's here for you. Just like, yeah, man, come along and you will get welcomed with open arms. Yeah, because I know what it's like to feel like this, and I know what it's like to feel alone. But said before, there are people that help me in my life at this time. So this is where change comes, when you get into a position that you don't like, and you overcome and you recover from it, then you ripple that back out, boom, 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 boom. And if we all do that on the planet and ripple out, and we all help our neighbours, we all pull people back up at the side of us, we can never lose as a human race. Love, and only love, will win, and that's all that will be left standing. Yeah. Now, another thing is the relationship we have with ourselves, okay? It's so important to be truthful with ourselves and the relationship we have with us, because the most conversations that we will ever have is the ones we have with us, with ourselves. How am I feeling today? What do I want to wear? What do I want to read? Where do I want to go? Having that conversation in our mind when we start saying we're not worthy, or we're not this, or we're not that. We are beautiful, loved, divine, without measure. We are actual miracles itself. The way this human body is, and this mind, and how we are as a human race. We are the only species in the whole universe with every genetic code within us. Okay, we are the pearl of creation, the center, and you have chosen to come to this earth at this time, and you are so blessed every day to get up and experience life, and experience joy, and experience these beautiful things, you know, and experience this kingdom that we live on, okay, that we're going to manifest now, bringing heaven to earth. Yeah. So that relationship you have with yourself is the most important relationship and the most truthful, because that will emanate and ripple out every other relationship in your life. Now, remember, surround yourself with those souls you feel drawn to. In your meditation each day, ask God, ask the universe to bring you those people. Just sit in your meditation. Just say thank you for already having them in your life. So they're already here. You're already going to meet them. You already know you're going to link with them. Okay. Don't go from a want state and a need, a want, because it's like that's lowering your vibration to a desperate state. Okay. Be in gratitude and strength as a warrior. Okay. And say, I am already enough. I am already beautiful. I am already powerful. I am already divine. I am going to bring change to this planet with these people now that I'm going to meet in my future. Okay, so you're setting that path, you're setting that Wi-Fi. We're like a Wi-Fi internet. You're like, woo, sending the waves out there, and people will pick them up. Okay, and then we'll be like magnets, and you draw people into you. Okay, because you're on the same path, the same mission, and then when you collide, that's like that chemical reaction of each soul that collides with each other, that collaborates with each other. Sorry, but when it collides, it's beautiful. Like divine potion of alchemy going up, and then two souls reunite. It's like you meet someone like, I'm sure I've met you before, but it's like the souls are being drawn back together because you're meant to do work right now in these times now together. So it's like that beautiful explosion of love, you know. And I seen it on The Shack. I seen it on The Shack when he's in the garden. She takes him into the garden. Okay, the film called The Shack. She takes him into the garden. She's trying to show him. She's like, can you help me in the garden? So he's going in the garden. There's some really beautiful flowers in there, but it's really overgrown, and you know, there's weeds in there. So she's like, can you just help me out? So he's helping her out in the garden, and he's digging away, and he's doing these weeds, saying, right, it's really beautiful in there, but it's just a bit messy, innit? Like the particle of God, what she is, says, yeah, it is messy, it just needs a little bit of work. He's like, yeah. He said, this garden is you. This garden is you, these beautiful flowers, and some parts of it just got a little bit overgrown and need weeding and just need pulling out. And that through that process, and each day, you know, you keep going, you keep putting your shoes on, you keep going out the door, you keep making these choices, you make these strategies, and sooner or later these weeds and this overgrown grass starts to come away, and these flowers just start to blossom out. You start to go, wow, this is what life is all about. Okay. Now, another thing is why people can feel depressed is because when we go through an awakening, this is what happened in my awakening. Okay, to stop and surrender me onto my knees. I love it when Denzel Washington says, before you go to bed at night, put your shoes way under the bed. Also, you gotta get on your knees in the morning. Okay, when you get on your knees in the morning and you surrender to God and this universe and this plan, okay, you are surrendering as a warrior in honor of why you are on this planet, and that is gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Once you are in gratitude every day, everywhere you go, every time in life, that is the key ingredient, vitamin for coming out of depression. Vedian, where did that come from? I think we're trying to mix gratitude with vitamin, but yeah, Vedian, that's a new one. So what happens when we start to awaken? We're trying to fit like a triangle, okay, into a square, because we're not meant to fit into this system, to this Western world, to how it is, okay? So we can start to go through a little bit of depression, because our soul starts to get unhappy, because it's like, I never come to Earth, okay, to experience this, so I've come to change this, okay? We didn't come to fit in this world, we come to make a new one, okay? I'll say that again. We didn't come to fit into this world. We come to make and manifest and create a new world for this soul, and for no one, and for every child to never go into depression. Okay, so if you look at some of the native tribes and you say to them and talk to them about depression, they don't even know what you're talking about. They're like, depression, what's that? Because they live coherence in with the earth. It's this society, the way things are set up. And, you know, people start getting depressed because they're not getting enough likes on Facebook. And it's like, let's get back into loving the simple things in life, okay? Loving the simple things. Knowing that you can get up and, you know, you can get a drink out of the tap. Knowing that you can get up, you can go for a walk. Knowing that there's gyms around that you can join. Knowing that there's groups, these beautiful things all around us that we can be part of. And how actually blessed that we are to be on this planet right now, with how evolved and how in using technology and not letting technology use us, you know. And why a lot of people get depressed at this time is because there's not as much sunlight, okay? And what sunlight does, it provides vitamin D, and what vitamin D does is activates the melatonin within us, okay? So it gives us more melatonin, and melatonin raises our vibration. What scientists are discovering now is the codes from the light are activating our DNA within us. If you go to a lot of hot countries, you'll notice everyone's quite bubbling, because that melatonin and that light from them codes from the sun are activating. This is, nothing grows about the sun, no planets, nothing on the planet, or no trees or anything grows about the sun. Now there is codes that are becoming more and more vibrant and faster, and a higher consciousness coming through the sun is activating and waking up. If you notice when you're sat in your living room, if you've got a dog or an animal, and you see the sun like shining through the window a little bit, and the dog goes and lies in the sun, yeah? It lies because it's intuitive, it knows that the sun, that we need that sunlight, okay? This is why people want to lock themselves in the room in dark. No. The best way to get out of depression is get out in that sun and feel them beautiful rays, okay? So this is why we're going back to the tribal ways, because this Western world and the native tribes predicted after a certain amount of time this world would break down. What breaks down first? The people will break down first, and then the people will have to come up with new ways and new strategies to live on this planet that's more coherent and more divine and more our true nature. So this is what's happening now. People are getting broken down to be reborn, and a rebirth is happening within you now. If you're going through depression, you're like the butterfly that's got into the cocoon. Okay, there's a beautiful time for you right now, because you're getting ready to come out and spread your wings to a brand new person. You're going to look back at this time that you're in now, and you're going to be so thankful. But again, you need us. You are booking for sessions, Reiki sessions, counselling, reflexology, body's meridian lines, personal training sessions. just someone to sit and just love you and just be there for you, listen to your stories and help you. And, you know, we can do life coaching chats, we can set all these healthy habits. You know, I am here for you. So, you know, I'm wishing you all luck. I'm sending you all love. And know that you are loved beyond measure. God loves you so, so much. Yeah? God loves you so, so much, no matter what you've done, where you've been. There is always more love to experience in life. Yeah? So we're going to get through. We're going to do it. More joy, more truth, more love, more compassion, more fulfillment. And watch that smile just grow and get bigger and bigger on your face. I look forward to it. Peace.